Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning and welcome to our Healthy Happy Hour.
Yes.
I'm Victoria McCullough and this is
Leandra Jackson.
And we want to welcome you to our February Love Your Body Healthy Happy Hour. Today, we are going to be talking about all things self-care and body confidence and just loving your body and giving yourself some of that extra care because as women, as moms, as, entrepreneurs, career women, wherever you are at, you need to remember to take care of you and prioritize yourself first so you can get all of that stuff done. So,
Definitely. So, and there's some good examples. Like for me, what I really like to do to self-care when I have a really great day of self-care is waking up in the morning and making sure I have that morning time to just have for myself, and to make sure that my digestion is good, drink water. That's like one of my very first things after, your normal stuff, but then movement, moving the body, getting my yoga practice in, having a good healthy tea or something. But having that time in the morning is like one of my best routines for self-care.
Yeah. And so today we're going to give you some tips on some things you can do for self-care, why it's important. We're going to talk about some barriers to it. Leandra's going to lead us in a nice little yoga flow. It won't last too long, so don't worry about, having to do a whole hour. We're going to do about 15, 20 minutes. And then I'm going to lead you in a short little meditation that is going to lead you to just opening up your mind and kind of just setting intention for the day, the week, the month, and even the year. So to get started on this, we want to talk about why self-care is essential for overall well-being. Like she said, first thing in the morning, what is it that you do when you first get up? Is it something that you first wake up and you grab your cell phone and you start scrolling? That's probably not the best thing you can do to set your intention because that starts getting your mind into a different place. Maybe you woke up, when you wake up in the morning, you want to set that day up for success. You want to be happier, more joyful when you get up. You want to know we have a plan, we have our calendar, we have our schedule all set up, and bam, before you know it, everything goes out the door because a kid's sick, you're maybe not feeling good, somebody forgot something at home because you take them to school.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen, an appointment you forgot. So you want to make sure that what are you going to do for those 5-10 minutes? It doesn't even take that long. Remember, self-care isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's something that's going to help us physically, mentally, and emotionally. And we want to make sure that we start our day out on the right foot. It's going to help us for the day to reduce the stress and prevent more burnout throughout the day. Because again, something's going to happen, something that's going to trigger you, that's maybe going to upset you. So what can you do to bring yourself back?
Right, and to be able to manage those situations in a healthier way.
Yes.
Because a lot of times when we're at that burnout stage, we want to react.
Yeah.
And instead of just reacting, then we can manage stressful situations better.
Yeah, we can just bring ourselves down, breathe a little bit. We'll go over, maybe a little bit of breathing techniques that you can do in that moment of if you're at work and your boss just pissed you off and got you mad. What can you do before you react and say something that could ultimately get you in trouble? Or your child gets you upset. It's going to, again, improve your mood and your emotional resilience. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to help you to control that anger, which is going to elevate not only our heart rate, our blood pressure, our stress, our cortisol levels. We want to make sure if we're working on trying to be healthier, cortisol is going to be increased when we do stress out. That is one of the reasons for people struggling with losing weight, with illnesses. Stress is one of the number one reasons people go to the doctor. And so if you don't know how to manage it, what can you do?
Something that we can do is like self-talk. Take that time for yourself and not necessarily self-talk to say, all these negative things, but to really just think of ourselves in a positive light, to self-talk and say, I can handle this. This is something that is manageable, and what can I do to make it better? And you know what, honestly, like therapy, for instance, therapy is really so important for everybody, I feel, but if you really think about it, it's self-talk. You're talking through the issues, and as you do that even for yourself, then you can manage situations a little easier.
And a lot of time people get that bad stigma of therapy. Like, I'm in therapy, going to a therapist or a counselor shouldn't be a bad thing, and it shouldn't make it look like, God, there's something going on. We all need somebody to talk to that we can trust. We all have best friends. We have somebody we can just download on.
That
But
really
sometimes
helps
you
with
want
our
to,
self-worth
yeah.
too, is being able to have that person, that
So you
confidant.
enhance your focus. It's going to help being more productive and with decision making. When you're stressed out, you can ultimately make bad decisions and then regret them later. And how many times, for all of you out there, who has been, you make a decision and later on you're like, you think about it and you go, gosh, if I'd have just slowed down, taken a moment, breathe, and thought about it, I probably would have made a different decision.
And then you might not have to go back and make amends to that person.
Nobody wants to go back and say, I'm sorry.
And how often does that happen if you didn't get enough sleep?
Yep, and
right?
Sleep is causing
You
stress.
gotta have a good sleep pattern, have a good bedtime, have a wake up time. That's important.
And the other thing it goes into is strengthening our immune system. Again, when we stress out our immune system, that is the reason our immune system we have a lot of issues. There's so much stress in this world. Everything is about instant gratification. I need it now. They read it and they didn't respond. And it's like, chill out. It is okay. Some people need to take a moment. Me, I get mad. I'm like, okay, I read it. And then sometimes you read it and you forget because you're running around and you're doing something you should be, like driving and you're at the stoplight and you're looking at texts because you're waiting for the light to change. I know people do that. And then you see it and then you put it away and then you think that you got back to them. And hours later, you're like, oh God, I thought I responded. Or you forget to hit the respond. So all of that is stress, right? That is stuff that causes us. The stress releases more cortisol, causes our immune system to go down. We end up sick. And if you notice if your life is filled with stress and you're wondering why you're sick, it might be time to step back, readjust, let some things go, being okay with some me time and some downtime. So remember, it's okay to not feel like your schedule and your calendar is filled up.
And it's okay to not be okay. And the thing is, when you want to deal with stress and you don't know how, we also need to look at our nutrition levels. Like, are we eating properly? Are we getting enough protein? That's so important. Is enough protein? And I think everybody, people say, oh, carb.
One of the worst things you can do for yourself.
You need carbs. People need carbs. Our brains need carbs, our hormones, but healthy carbs. Good, healthy, whole food nutrition. And if you can't get all the nutrients from your food, I eat healthy, I still supplement. I supplement with smart supplementation. It's important to fill in the gaps. And because I do that, I'm able to handle my stress better.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. A lot of times that's what happens. Remember, supplements are to supplement and to fill in nutritional gaps where our foods are no longer as nutritious as they used to be.
Right.
Our foods, we don't need to buy all organic. A lot of that is just, marketing. There are some foods that you should get organic. There is, there are some foods that you want to, but you don't need to buy everything, but buy it closest to its natural form. Buy it without hormones, antibiotics, any kind of additives. Watch what you're buying in boxed. I just did, today I actually released in the group that I do with Erica in our Evolving Her Strength. I just released about reading food labels. So in there, if you're part of that, is about food labels, what to look for, what to make sure that you're, so that you are getting healthier versions, because they are so deceptive. And that is causing stress. I mean, a lot of things is the food additives, and what is in those is causing our bodies to be toxic, which can cause stress. And like Leanne just said, just making sure that you're getting your nutrition and you're getting in your protein. Carbs are good for you. Ladies, if you're going through menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause, any of that, pause. Make sure you are not doing low carb. That is one thing you want to make sure you're having good, healthy fats. They all regulate our hormones. And when we're in that time where like I'm at right now and it's crazy, you need to manage stress even more because our bodies are already freaking out. Let's see, where are we at?
So
have more energy. We're down here.
We want to be able to show up for others.
Yep.
And in order to do that, we got to be able to take care of ourselves. And as women and many other people, I mean, we're natural caregivers. We want to give to people. We want to serve others. And in order to do that, we need to serve ourselves. How many, like say nurses, doctors, caregivers, have you ever known that have really poor health?
Yeah, they get burnout.
They get total burnout. They don't take care of themselves at all. All they care about is other people, which is a great thing to care about. But we need to first care for ourselves.
Yeah.
And so in order to have more energy and patience for others, our self-care is important, our self-love. We want to lead by example, teach that our loved ones that they have to value self-care as well, because we don't want to see our loved ones go and then be like us if we're burning
I think that's
out.
part of life.
We want them to take care of themselves and then go take care of others, so we have to lead by example.
Yep.
And foster the healthier relationships by showing up as our best selves, but that has to do with authenticity. So let's not put on a different mask for, we want to make sure that people know who we are, and I've dealt with that my whole life. I feel like I'm in my 40s and I'm now just starting to be my authentic self. And it's crazy because life is just, it leads you into so many different paths, and the self-care part is what's going to bring that up. It's going to help us to open that authenticity up for ourselves.
Yeah. And as moms, as women, as we're getting older, become a mom, you start feeling there's a lot of mom guilt that can happen. And I talked about that this morning, I think on my YouTube channel or one of them, about the mom guilt. What happens is we feel like we have to be super women. We're not, okay? We're just normal human beings. Some people, some moms are worried about being judged. Social media has made us become judgmental. Everybody, you feel like everybody's judging what you're doing. That's what she's saying about being authentic instead of being who you are, being happy and be grateful, be blessed who God made you to be. Everybody should be focusing on self-care first, and then the person that matters to them, and then their children, because their children matter. But you have to be healthy. You have to be mentally, emotionally, and physically. And that's what, is something we want to give you some tips. And when we are done, I'll just show this real quick and then we'll go on to the rest of it. It's a body confidence for life guide, okay? If you are interested in it, I would be more than happy to send it to you. It is some more tips and tricks, not only for women, but for men as well. So it goes into a little bit about what we're talking about. And at the end, if you want it, just let me know, message me. We can either send it to you.
And I have some really awesome techniques that people can, like essential oils. Because she
does doTERRA,
so the
that's
essential oils. There's so many different they're so versatile, and like right now, honestly, this month Adaptive is a discounted one, and I've been using it a lot, and it's not even because I was just like, well, I feel like using this today, and now I've just been using it every day. And it's just so uplifting. Do you smell it in here? You smell the citrus?
I can smell, yeah, when you walk in.
So it's Adaptive. It's a lovely.
And then she's got some other ones. There's the Focus. There's stuff for stress. There's stuff for menopause to help you balance. So if you want to put, first off, you want to do some of these outer things, right? First, breathing, exercise, eating healthy. Then you add in the supplements, then you can add in some oils and, and just
1 minute a day. Just start with 1 minute a day and then expand from there.
And just, scents. Sometimes you just rub it on your hands and smell it. If you're stressing out and, find some lavender, something that just can calm your brain, calm your body, and your heart. That's where you want to be. You're going to be more productive. You're going to be better. If you feel like your stress level is starting to build, stop for a moment. And then just breathe, and we'll get more into that. So, let's go on to barriers of self-care. Okay, so lack of time. A lot of people say that. They don't have time for it, right? You do. We all have time. I was just listening to a podcast or something this morning, and it was like, how often are you sitting here scrolling on TikTok, Facebook, looking at Reels? Think about how much time. Just go into your phone and look at the time that you're actually spending on social media. We're saying you only need 3 or 4 minutes. Stop that and just take that time, because you are going to make time for what matters to you, what's important to you. So if you matter. So if that's going to be a priority, you can take some time off of social media, put it down. Like I said, when you wake up in the morning, don't let that be the first thing you grab. Wait, at least, they say about an hour before you even look at your phone is usually typically where they say, but I know a lot of people don't do that. But at least don't let it be the first thing you do. Get up, do a morning routine, like she said, that all done. And then when you go brush your teeth and you do a little bit of exercises, I always talk about doing push-ups and squats in your bathroom, then go make your coffee, and while you're having your coffee or whatever, then get on there, because you might that's where your calendar's at. You want to see what's going on for the day. So lack of time is usually one of the biggest ones. But again, you only need maybe 5 minutes, and you'll be fine.
If you can just say, okay, if you say, well, I'm going to do it after lunch or at my lunch break, I'm going to take 5 minutes to do some deep breathing. But you find yourself, within the next couple of days not really doing it because you're like, well, it's not really fitting into my lunch break. Then be more specific and say, okay, right after I'm done working, I come in for my lunch break, and that is when I do my 5 minutes. So right before I eat.
Think about when
and
is
that
the
very
time.
specific time frame can really get going on a habit stacking.
Yeah. And it only needs to be like at that moment. If you start your day good, start with good intention, a few minutes, like I said, before everybody gets up and the world starts going. And then at lunchtime, if you can do it again in the evening. So it is about what works for you. But always make sure if you have to set your phone, your clock, whatever, go out for a noontime walk. Even if it's just outside to get some fresh air on a nice day, not like today. Reframe it as it's necessary. It's not an indulgence. It's not something. It's an investment in your future. It's an investment in your family. It's an investment in living life better, healthier, happier. So it is an investment in you. And then the last thing is to know where to start.
Yeah, you want to plan it, say it, do it. And I feel like if I say things out loud, that's when I'm going to do it. Like if I forget that I had to go pick something up at the store and if I actually say it out loud, then I'll make sure that I...
So have something up there that just says breathe or has an affirmation, something on your bathroom mirror, because you're going to visit your bathroom often, usually, hopefully.
That's actually a really
but
great
it's
place
going
to start.
to
A lot of people go to the bathroom mirror in the morning and
first
say,
thing.
Good morning, beautiful.
Yeah. First
I
thing
love
in the
you.
morning, the first thing you're going to do.
Stuff like that. Something
Always.
that's going to affirm
I hope
how
there's
much
something
you
else.
love people.
Right?
How much you love yourself.
That's the first thing people do.
And that's shifting your mindset. That is going to shift your mindset into a self-care and a non-selfish mindset. And we want to prioritize, people want to prioritize themselves. We want to form that self-respect because we want the people that we love to have those aspects about themselves. So what makes us any different? We are inherently worth it. We don't have to earn that. We don't have to earn the worth of what society and other people might think of us.
Yeah, it actually gives more. It enhances life instead of taking away.
Yeah.
So you don't have to feel like you're taking anything away from others. You're not taking any time away from your kids. Actually involve your kids.
You deserve to feel good and healthy, and prioritizing your well-being. It doesn't take away, but it enhances other people's lives as well. With that, our intention on our yoga flow today is going to be self-care, self-love. We're going to focus on opening the solar plexus chakra, which is our body's powerhouse. It is the fire element. And we're going to focus on some self-purpose and really just gaining that empowerment that we are worth it. So let's get ready. All right. Okay, let's start seated in a cross-legged position. You can sit on a bolster or a blanket, something to raise your hips up off the floor. You get the flesh out from under your sit bones, so you're sitting on your sit bones and not on the tailbone. Rolling your pelvis slightly forward, nice and tall in the spine. Nice cross-legged position. Okay, and then we'll just take a couple nice deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Allowing our body to relax on the exhales. In through the nose, exhaling any negativity. Inhaling our self-love, self-care. Exhaling out the negativity. Grounding into the earth. Nice deep breaths. Allowing the body to relax and be centered. You can bring our hands to heart center. You can close your eyes if you like, or make your eyes nice and heavy looking towards the floor. And you can say any self-love or self-care affirmation that you like I am worth it, or I do not have to earn my worth. It is inherent. May my path be open to self-care and love. Just affirm your intention now. And one more deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. You can rest your hands back down on your knees. We'll take a couple deep yogic breaths, which is all the way expanding the belly on the inhale, the chest and the collarbones. So inhale, nice and deep, expanding everything. And exhale, starting from the collarbones, the chest, and contracting the abdomen, bringing the belly button towards the spine and relaxing. Inhale, big breath into the belly, the chest, and the collarbones. And exhale, the collarbones, the chest, and the abdomen. Relaxed. One more big breath. Belly, chest, and collarbones. And exhale completely. And relax. Okay, you can open your eyes slowly, looking at the floor. Welcome to the practice. We're going to start with a couple nice big 3 clockwise direction circles with our body, going forward and back. 2, you can exhale coming back or going down. And 3, and inhale coming back. And rotate the opposite direction. And exhale coming down. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now bring our legs out to the front, just shake them out a little bit. And then you can remove the bolster or blanket or keep it if you like. It's really up to you if you want your hips at a higher angle. We're going to go into Baddha Konasana, which is our butterfly pose. There. Okay. Do you want to turn it a little bit so you can see my direction? No. Celia, can you see me okay?
No.
Okay, there we go. Okay, and now into butterfly pose. You can either grab your ankles, your feet, or your toes. Just don't yank your toes up off the floor too much. Nice and tall in the spine, and you can even get the flesh out from under your sit bones if you like. And with a nice big inhale, bring your arms up to the sky, tall in the spine, and then lean forward into the pelvis. Nice long spine. And when you can't lean forward anymore, bring your hands down to the floor. You can have some blocks in front of you if you like. And then just gently roll forward till you're in a comfortable position. You can also have a block. You can have a block here if you want to, Victoria.
Okay.
You can have a block here in front of you and stack your fists in just a nice, relaxed forward fold. And a nice deep breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And on the next exhale, bring your hands back down to the floor. Elongate the spine, looking up, and bring the hands all the way up, nice and tall into the spine. And relax the hands down. Okay, you can bring your knees close together again, and we'll come to a standing position.
Oh, I need to move.
We good? Okay.
Sorry. We need a wire.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just stand right
You
here.
can stand right there, that way, as long as they can see me, I'll just
Okay.
mimic what you're doing.
All right, I'll go right here. Okay, so we're gonna just be in a mountain pose. So nice, oh, I should take my socks off. Nice wide feet. All your weight is even across your feet, balls of the feet, and the heels of the feet. Evenly distribute your weight. Strong quads, strong glutes, strong abs, hips slightly tailbone slightly pointed towards the floor, shoulders rolled back, hands facing towards the front, tall spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. You can look between your thumbs if you like, and hinge at the hips. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. You can have a block in front of you if you like. Go down wherever it's comfortable as long as there's no pain. Halfway lift, press your hands on your shins, pushing your head towards the front of the mat, long spine. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. And bring that right foot all the way back into a low lunge. You're going to bring your knee down and your foot flat on the floor. If you need more support under your knee, you can fold your mat or put a blanket under your knee. Okay, push into that back foot just a little bit. Right angle on that left leg, and inhale, bring your hands up to your knee, firming your thighs, inner thighs together. Push the tailbone slightly towards the floor as to not curve the low back. Tall spine. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling, firming the inner thighs, and exhale back down to the floor with your hands. And bring that right leg up, knee off the floor, left leg back to meet the right leg. We're in plank pose. If you can't do plank, please go onto your knees. And what you want to do here, I turn, so you can see me in the Zoom, is really push into your hands, push into your fingers, and push your shoulders away from the floor. You're going to push your shoulder blades away from each other, armpits towards each other, and slightly curve your abdominals, your pelvis, activating your abs. Push back into downward facing dog, hips to the ceiling. You can paddle your feet back and forth, stretch out the back of the legs, and roll your body back up into plank position. Keeping that like an invisible field underneath you, pressing into the abdominals and widening the shoulder blades, and back into downward facing dog. Last time, if you need to, please go onto the knees. If you need to modify, and roll back into plank position one last time. You got this. Okay. Sorry, one more time into downward facing dog. Now we're gonna bring that right leg back up in between the hands. And that left leg back down onto the floor. We're in the low lunge again, 90 degrees on that right leg. Inhale, knees up, hands up to the knees, firming the inner thighs. Inhale all the way up to the ceiling with the hands. Don't arch the low back too much. Firm the inner thighs, and exhale back down to the floor with the hands. And bring that left leg back up to meet the right leg. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, press onto the shins, long spine, and Uttanasana, forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Arms are going to guide us all the way back up to the ceiling, to the hands. Inhale, and exhale, hands to your heart center, and to the side. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor. I'm going to turn this way. And roll back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Let that left leg go down to the mat. And we're going to hook onto that right big toe, or you're just going to grab the back of the right leg. And we're going to bring it all the way up. Making sure that left leg is active, pressing into the floor, into the mat. You can even put your left hand on that left hip to make sure that it stays down. Grabbing that right toe, relaxing the shoulders towards the floor, and breathe. Okay. You can relax that, release the big toe or release the leg, and slowly bring that right leg back down to the mat. And relax. Okay, hugging that left knee towards the chest. Hook onto the left toe or grab the back of the left leg all the way up to the sky. Activate that right leg. Put that right hand on that right hip to keep it down towards the floor. Relax the shoulders and breathe. Release that left foot and slowly bring it back down to the mat. Now we will go into modified half boat or full half boat. And first bring your arms up to this, all the way up. We're going to stretch opposite directions. And as we bring our arms around, you're going to bring your head, your shoulders, and your feet up off the floor, pointing your toes towards the end of that. Okay, well, on the inhale, go ahead, bring your hands up, and modified, okay? Victoria's got, no, go ahead, Victoria, you got the full half boat. I got the modified boat. And you can stay here and relax. Okay, and this next one, you can go into full half boat or stay in modified boat, half boat. And inhale up. You can come all the way. So in half boat, you have your knees, your feet parallel to the floor, hands are active, spine is long, abs are engaged, and stay. 5, 4, 3, you got this. 2, and with control, back down to the mat. Relax and exhale. And neutralize the spine. All right, hug your right knee into the chest. And the right hand comes all the way to the side of the right shoulder, and go ahead and rotate to the reclined spinal twist to the left side. And breathe. Looking over that right shoulder. And on the next inhale, bring it back to center. And relax that right leg back down to the mat. Hug that left knee into the chest. And left arm goes out to the left. Left leg goes across the right side, looking over the left shoulder. Recline spinal twist. And on your next inhale, bring that knee up to center and bring it down to the mat. Prepare for our final pose, Shavasana. And will you be doing this in Shavasana or in seated
Yes,
position?
you'll stay.
Okay, we'll do a couple minutes of Shavasana, and when Victoria gets up, when she's ready, you still have to do Shavasana. When she's ready, she'll start in our meditation. So just relax your body, nice deep breath in through the nose. Thank yourself for this time out through the mouth. You've spent this time with yourself, opening up the self-care, the self-love intention for today. Allow yourself to feel the movements and the asanas that we just did, to sink into your mat. Have the sensations through all your body. I'll give you just a moment to sit and breathe. You can stay in Shavasana or gradually awaken your hands and feet. Okay.
Okay, continue staying where you're at. We are going to, keeping your eyes closed, I'm going to walk you through a short meditation. So keep your eyes closed, stay in Shavasana. All right, I'm going to, so you shouldn't be really watching. Right now what I need you to do is just lift Listen to my voice and hear what I'm saying, and just center yourself. Keep yourself where you're at and relax. Okay, I want you to scan your body for any tension. Turn into the quality of your breath. As you're lying there slowly breathing, soften your shoulders and your jaw without collapsing. Just relax. For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be talking to you, so you don't need to do anything but listening to my voice. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. I want you to step into the version of you that is 100% committed to moving your body, because the body does like to move. It was made to move, not to stagnate. Make a picture of the future you in the coming days. What do you see the future you? Do you see her? Step into this future you. This is the future that is 100% committed to making choices in small, manageable steps that will lead you to feel better and healthier and more energy. Slip yourself right into her body. She's already having the results that you want. She's moving her body consistently and enjoying it the way she wants. Slowly put your fingers into her finger slots, your toes into her toe slots. Take a moment and just be this future you. Visualize her. Look through her eyes. Hear through her ears and feel with her feelings and intention. It's a beautiful day. Continue to breathe mindfully, and as you do, you're breathing with her lungs. You feel her heart beating because it is you. As you inhale and exhale, notice how everything is going well for you. Notice how it feels to be taking such good care of your body and honoring yourself. You are setting healthy boundaries for you and others in your life. You feel lighter and more freedom as a result. As you inhale and exhale more deeply now, you might feel yourself more calm, secure, expansive, and energized. Allow yourself to feel your clarity, wonder, and awe, because you have a body and it is a miracle to have that body. It's possible that moving your body consistent with each inhale and exhale, you might become aware of how glad you are to have this body, that it can do what it can do. Some people begin to notice that their body craves movement, and there is great wealth of untapped personal power in a body that moves. Relax into claiming your power, consciously choosing to resonate at a higher vibration or frequency, which enables you to attract more and what you want in life and in your body. How beautiful that is as you do this. You inspire others to do the same because they are witnessing you being your true, authentic self. In this place, you are more present to yourself and to others, expressing your truth, your calm, and simply filled with life. Let yourself savor the freedom to move and the freedom to breathe with grace and ease. Notice that all of your cells are filled with fresh energy and the world appears more beautiful. You can feel yourself more attractive, more alive, and engaged in all levels. And as these feelings grow, your lips naturally stretch into a smile, relaxing them. Take a look around you. Where are you? What do your eyes see? Who are you with? Notice the sounds. You might notice how easy it is to clear out all the emotional clutter, all of the negativity and resistance. While you move, as you move, you feel more alive. Your thoughts and feelings and values are all in alignment with one another. Feel how incredibly blessed you are to have this beautiful body that serves you well because you get to feel it. Notice the thoughts you are thinking. Where are they going? What is this future? What is this new you saying about herself? Speak positively into her. Like a dial on a stereo, we're going to turn up the volume on your senses. Now scan your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, taste? Allow yourself to really feel into your body's experiences, its magnificence, and how it moves. Perhaps you are attuned to the pleasure of feeling so engaged, of feeling lighter and tighter. You smile to yourself because you taste your power from within. It's also possible you realize you are the only you that will ever be born. Why not be the best version of you that you can be? You tell yourself, yes, I feel so wonderfully good right now. I'm ready for anything. I'm strong. I am beautiful. I am full of energy, like a golden ball of light, to penetrate every cell of your body, organically fashioning you into the truth of who you are, have always been, always will be. And finally, ask yourself from this place, what would this future version of you tell the you here and now about movement? Take a few deep breaths, integrating this feeling of aliveness, having moved your body, oxygenating all your cells with fresh energy. And this time, please think about it and answer the questions. What would this future version tell you here and now about movement? As you lie there, what are you telling yourself? Be positive. Talk about how amazing, how wonderful, how beautiful you are, how deserving you are of the things that you have and the things that you want in the future. Slowly wiggle your fingers, bringing yourself back. Wiggle your toes. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And as you slowly come alive, you can sit up, go slowly to your side. Just push yourself up when you're ready. Take it nice and easy. Come back. When you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome.
Wonderful.
Good job. All right. So that is something. Good job. So hopefully you enjoyed that. We're not that tech savvy, can you tell?
We're not tech savvy.
So we want to thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
One of the things that I would like you to do now that we get off camera is grab a journal, grab a notebook. Journal everything when we get off here. What your thoughts, what your feelings, what were you telling yourself? You know, I mean, what are your intentions for this year? I mean, what are your intentions for today, this week, this month? Think about it, write it all down. And I want you to do almost like a brain dump and just how you're feeling, how this made you feel, maybe how you felt before and how you felt after. That is going to help you to to progress further. Sometimes we get stuck, right? And we don't know where to go. So by doing these kind of meditations, some yoga practice like this, it's going to help you open your mind and just to be able to allow yourself to turn off all the noise, turn off all the outside. Again, like I said, stay off social media if that seems to rile you up. I know it does me. Sit back and just be still. Quiet is actually really good because that is when you are spoken to. Quiet time. For me, that's when God speaks to me. I know for many people the same. Sometimes, you know, I know a lot of people will go walking with headphones and they want to listen to music. Everybody's different. Whatever it is. I know for me, I like to just go walking in complete silence because I want to hear the sounds. I want to smell what's out there. I want to just, it really resets me. And that's kind of how I do it when it's not snowing.
I love the snow.
These are some new things that we're doing. We're kind of going to start throwing in some new things, but we do need to get it expanding. So.
Can you send me the guide that was from the beginning?
Yes, I will send you that. And anybody else who's interested, just put it in the comments, you know, that you would like it. Just say, you know, body confidence or I'd like the guide, whatever. And I will send it to you because it's really a cool little just, you know, handout that just tells you, you know, set healthy goals, different steps it goes through helping you. So make sure that you comment. But thank you so much for joining us in our Healthy Happy Hour next month. I haven't decided yet, but if there is something that you're interested in, see what people want. You know, if there's something you want more of.
What do you all want to know about? What do you want to learn?
Yeah, we can do more of these yoga meditations. We can do that. We can talk more about nutrition, oils, all different kinds of things because we are here to help you to be healthy, fit, and strong.
Absolutely.
So thank you. Anything less?
That's it. You can do this. I love you.
Love yourself. We love you. Be confident in who you are.
Love
and
you
thank
all.
you.
Bye.